A little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Hey, two. You're good. 5-4, ready. Got it.
On 1st down, Breeze. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
95-56. Got it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Buying time to his left. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Here we go.
Breeze to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd and short.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is. Wide
Talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Benjamin Watson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting.
Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving out.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now he's going to throw deep. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 60 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back.
Here we go.
On second down, Kamara. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go. 11. Monday. 11.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Looking long for Thomas. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The Saints on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Returning it, John Ross. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot, stay the course. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Green 39! Green 39!
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Malone. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. That one goes for 36 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result could be a big, big play.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their...
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals are in for 6. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
You got 3. You got 11. You're good. You're good. Line 4. Ready. Got it.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not. Before they work it across midfield.
Kill. Come on, 12. 21. 20 seconds.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Breeze to throw. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Cameron Meredith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Steps away to his left. Finding room at the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitch, complete. It's Boyd. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll drop the throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
He's to throw on second down. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of something?
Most of the time.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Craig Robertson able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
95-56.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger-happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Here we go. Under. 5-8, 5-8.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez.
Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. to the left side here for Eifert. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bullock will put this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
21, 11.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees turning back the clock. 5 touchdown passes for him on the afternoon. And the Saints add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Open man there is Malone. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big third down play there for the Bengals. 42 yards.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to throw now on first down. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Alex Okafor in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Good set, good set. Check, check, check. Kill, 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 kill.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Kamara. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Breeze now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he goes up top. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
11. Got it.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Breeze now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
21.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking downfield for Dez. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
11.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd and short.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
11.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Rasul Douglas picks it. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing him.
You're good. 5-4, ready.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Ready. You ready? Let's go. 21. Under 10.
They run it again with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The Saints on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
21.
Throwing now is Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
11. Okay. Good. 5-4, ready.
Breeze going to throw here. Able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Jordan Evans in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
21. Good set. 11. 11. Monday. Under. We're down. Wait side.
Here's Breeze to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that.